Monday morning, New Year's Eve. 42nd Street before the insanity. 6:30 in the morning. The streets lined with rats, garbage, and permeating the smell of weed everywhere. Yikes. We're making our way over by 30 Rock. See if we can watch a little bit of the Today Show taping. And then see if we can do Top of the Rock. Christmas tree. Directly across from the Christmas tree is this big crowd over here for the Today Show. You can see them in there.
You guys want to still see the show?
I'm going to head over here into the audience. And so there's a big line to get into the area where they're doing the live show. The last time that we were here a couple of years ago, no line. You just walked right up to the front. Wow. 10 to 7, they are warming up the crowd outside. And we're trickling in. They got to go through security. 7 a.m. Of note, we looked online. They said recently people are lining up about 5 a.m. to get in. I think this may be as close as we're gonna get. There's no Hodor Savannah today. And it looks like probably gonna take another half an hour to get in here, but we've got somewhere to go. Alright, so back by the tree, the money shot. They're down there shoveling all the water off the ice. The human Zambonis. 3 are walking through the building over there to cut through. Mary Sir Martin from Please Don't Destroy. The earlier you get here, the better shots you get. You could pay money to get a professional shot down there. And now, even though it's super early, I want to see about trying to get online for 30 Rock, Top of the Rock, because that was one of our objectives of coming here. Online, tickets show sold out. But they also say that there's the ability to buy tickets at the box office. So, we're going to see. We're now under 30 Rock. Well, we went to get something to eat, came back, and this is the line to get in now. Well, the first wave of people are going up, and they cut the line right after us. That's what I want to do. Recreate that beam shot. Yes. This is the famous lunchtime picture. Now you can recreate that shot on a beam 70 stories up. All right. Next line. By God, it's John Rockefeller. Here's construction and the beam. Momentarily, Jimmy Fallon just jumps out from behind the curtain. Or hashtag the panda.
Here in the heart of Manhattan, home to global broadcasting, commerce, and entertainment, it all began right here almost 100 years ago.
New York, July 1928. Newsflash. The Metropolitan Opera and businessman John D. Rockefeller Jr. have announced plans to build a magnificent new opera house right here in the heart of Manhattan.
Dateline, October 29th, 1929. The financial world is reeling as the stock market crashes.
Plans to build a new opera house quickly evaporate as money, jobs, and hope are suddenly in short supply. Which is when businessman John D. Rockefeller Jr. has a flash of inspiration. He is going to hire an all-star team of architects and build a city within the city. As his vision begins to grow, so does the project. This will be a center for commerce, art, and communications, and he will finance the whole thing. The project creates 75,000 jobs in New York and thousands more across the country. Rising into the skies of Manhattan, it becomes a beacon of hope, the promise of a better future. As Christmas rolls around, the construction workers buy a 20-foot Christmas tree that their families decorate with handmade garlands.
Up on the high steel, you'll find New Yorkers, immigrants from across Europe, and the famous Mohawk Nation Skywalkers. Walking on 18-inch beams 70 stories up while catching molten iron rivets is just a day at the office for these fearless crews.
One fateful day, the workers break for a PR photo session, giving the city and the world an unforgettable image for the ages. As the work goes on, John D. wants to create more than just buildings. He wants to create a public work of art. A group of world-class artists and sculptors join the engineers, architects, and builders. Together, they create a place that captures the spark of inspiration. Almost immediately, the complex becomes known as Radio City, as broadcasts from within these walls reach around the globe. In the 1930s, radio programs broadcasting from studios just a few floors above you are heard in homes across America. Movie stars, famous comedians, and a world-class symphony orchestra played live from 30 Rock's Studio 8H, the largest radio studio in the world. With television, the performers in these studios became welcome guests in our homes. From the time we wake up to late in the evening, they are a part of the family. And every Saturday, America tunes into Studio 8H.
Live from New York, it's Saturday night!
And high above it all, on the 65th floor, is the legendary Rainbow Room, where New York comes to celebrate.
Good evening, and welcome to the Rainbow Room at the top of Rockefeller Center.
Here, to step in the door is to feel like a celebrity. As you visit today, you'll feel the energy and the magic that is Rockefeller Center. And trust me, that feeling never goes away.
We say welcome everybody, and everybody is welcome.
Just like those first construction workers knew, it wouldn't be Christmas at Rockefeller Center without a tree.
It's snoping.
Rockefeller Center has always been a place of inspiration and celebration. And the story is far from over. A story that you are now a part of. We welcome you to Top of the Rock.
To
top of the rock. 3 levels of inspiring views and exciting experiences await you.
Right? You guys are gonna have 2 more levels to explore. Thanks for visiting Top of the Rock today, alright? Enjoy everyone.
Views for Uptown, level 1. Level 2 and 3 to the right. We'll head on out here. It looks white. They have a stationary beam picture here. Today is what they class a partial visibility day, or at least the time frame that we're here. As you can see, clouds impeding some views here. They tell you that as you're coming in, just in case you want to reschedule. See downtown on the opposite side here, and there's a seating area. ESB in the distance. The one thing about the Empire State Building, when you go to visit it, you can't see it. That's why this observation deck is awesome. We're only 70 floors up. It's one of the lower observation decks here. But you do get good views of everything here. There's one summit.
Oh yeah.
The MetLife building. The rest of downtown, kind of a haze right now. Can actually get a pretty clear view from inside because there's no water on the windows. New Jersey across the river there. And we go further up. Ooh. Wow. Central Park.
Yeah.
So if you have watched this channel for any period of time, you know Mary is deathly afraid of heights.
Yeah, just
And now she's just like, wheeling around, getting pictures ready.
I'm okay with the wall and everything, but when it's down to the floor, I can't do it.
Wow. So off in the distance there is another observation deck that you could climb up the side of the building and hang off. We went there the last trip here. It was a mess. So everything covered in condensation, which is something you can't control. But in the meantime, also not the best views from any of the vantage points at all there. You can see down there in Times Square, the ball. Let's see if you can see it better.
Oh, I see.
Skylift is their newest attraction. It's going up here. We bought an extra ticket so I can get up there at least. Mary is a little too afraid to go there. Check it out. ESB again. The fog is lifting somewhat. So I mentioned One Summit before. I think that One Summit is the best observation tower that you could do here. It's not only an observation tower, there's multiple floors to view, but there's like a whole art installation that's built into it. We've done it a few times. It is amazing. Views, views, views. The MetLife building that the Avengers destroyed. Crying babies, coughing parents. Welcome to New York. Back behind MetLife, you have the Chrysler building over there too. This is the platform where we were just at before. And I'm not sure what this monstrosity is. They keep building these buildings higher and higher. Queens off in the distance. Those clouds are moving so quick.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna head out to the beam, get our picture on.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Just be building shit all the time. Yes, and they get the telepath stuff. So we're trying to remember the name of it.
All right, I did the beam. They were cool. They let Mary stand off to the side and she was able to shoot video, but the beam includes a couple of pictures that they take while you're up there. As you can see, these people, they're doing it now too. I was a solo person, so they let me go up by myself. I know everything that I've seen online so far, you normally get paired up with like strangers, but no randos for lunch with me. Look at these guys spin around. You just have a seatbelt on and you feel like you're right over the edge. But I didn't feel like I was gonna break. And it dumped us back out at this area that we were looking at before over Central Park. Level 3, Skylift, stairs.
I wouldn't have been able to do this picture.
So the third floor is the best for unobstructed views. No condensation on glass or anything. Everything is just wide open. And you can see everybody down on that second floor there. I can see the Statue of Liberty from here.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I think because this doesn't really have much of a zoom, it's like a tiny pixel for you guys. So honestly, today is a good day to come to 30 Rock, or at least the top of the rock, because you can see at One Summit, their observation floors are kind of hindered, as well as the Empire State Building. So you get the views here for what they are. Pay no attention to this stuff. Queens, former home of Kyle. Also former home of Prince Hakeem. All right, no selfie sticks allowed, but we're heading on up into Skylift. Mary's afraid of this one. Got like a big 360 camera up here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo, here we go, baby. We're going 30 feet up. What's your pleasure?
Every time New Year ends, break that song.
I'm trying to figure out when song is the 70s or 80s.
Yes.
Way!
When
Did like a
me and my hair.
was a beat in your hair?
Huh?
Alright, I did Skylift, and I'll be honest, the beam was worth it. I don't think that Skylift was worth it. It's an extra 35 bucks. The views are pretty good, but I don't know. Not as good as the elevator, I think, that's over at One Summit. There's another view of Skybeam as it goes up. And it's kind of luck of the draw how many people buy the ticket to go on with you at the same time, because when we were here earlier, we saw like only one person in there or two people. I had a full boat. And just like that, we're back downstairs again. Back walking through 30 Rock. Here's SNL 50. Swing! It's the ladies' man. The Five Timers Club.
Oh, wow.
Hilarious. We have found the studio store. All the SNL stuff. Wow, it's huge. I know that's what she said. Some similar stuff to what we have at Universal Orlando for Jimmy Fallon. Hashtag SNL. It's Weekend Update. The Ladies' Man. They have Weekend Update shirts too. Mugs. Wicked stuff. The Office. These costumes are from the SNL sketch Glengarry Glen Christmas. They have a section of autographed books here, including Jimmy Fallon. And you can get your Today Show mugs here. Mary's happy. Well, we're back from Rockefeller Center. We did stop by the Today Show and looked at the set at least, because they weren't recording at the time that we went past. You can check out that footage. Back in the Today Show studios. Later, post 30 Rock. Champagne on the table and party hats. And over here are the cameras. And the desk. Everyone's gone. Third hour coming up. You see that big video wall there?
So yeah, you're right.
Supply closet in the background. And just a completely empty studio. Also, on the way out of 30 Rock, we ran into Reverend Al, and he was gracious and took a photo and said Happy New Year. The 30 Rock experience, the top of the rock, is different than the other observation decks. I mean, obviously all of them have views of Manhattan. This one now, Skylift, the latest gimmick, and the beam. The beam was really cool. I would recommend that if you want a super cool picture. The lunch picture has fascinated me for years, especially when I went through 30 Rock the last time and they featured it prominently, but they didn't have any type of photo out there. They do have a stationary beam photo, and then the experience with the beam that lifts you up in the air is an upcharge. Any photos from the beam, I think they give you 2 digital photos, are included with the cost of that. When you go in the Skylift, I don't believe any of the photos are included that they shoot of you. So you could buy like all of your pictures together digitally for like another 35 bucks on the way out, which is what we did. The photos came out really good. It was not overly crowded, even though it said that it was sold out online before heading over there. There was a little bit of a snafu going through initially. We got on the line and they told us to go up. And when we got up, it was for ticket holders only, so then we had to go downstairs to the box office, and originally they had said that we needed to get back outside and go back on the line again, which was huge at that point. But when we said we were already on the line, then they just said to kind of bypass it and take the elevator up to the ticket scanner. So no big deal, no harm, no foul. Overall, fun experience. It's New York City. And it is holiday week, so we're back in the hotel. We're going to relax for a little bit and see what we can get done later on. So for now, thanks a lot for coming along. Thank you very much for all of your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great day. See you guys.